redemption song. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Transfer Business and News with Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, Nana Poku-Hitzfield. Salute to wherever you are watching me from. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you love from Accra, Ghana. I am an African born in Ghana. Who are you? You are an African maybe born in Nigeria. You may be an African born in Uganda. You may be an African born in South Africa. Africa is born into us. We are Al-Kabulans. The kingdom of Al-Kabulan is upon us. That is why you see so many of us. We are coming in our numbers. Now today I want to write a black letter to Sophie Annie. She is the ambassador of France to Ghana. And recently I realized she was doing so much for Ghana. But then since our brothers in Niger have kicked them out, since our brothers in Mali have kicked them out, since our brothers in Burkina Faso has kicked France out, we are also kicking them out of Ghana. Now, if you touch our brothers, you've touched us. Because we are one people. We are Africans. And we believe in our brothers Africans because they go through the same pain we go through daily. Not being able to take care of our children. They go through the same pain we go through. Not being able to afford a house, a shelter for your children and your wife. How embarrassing it is for a man not to be able to provide that for his or her family. So we know the embarrassment they are going through. And how can you tell me that after they gained independence, all the Francophone speaking country, and I hate that term Francophone because it is one of, come on. So today's black letter, of course, is for the France ambassador to Ghana. We don't want to have anything to do with France going forward as Ghanaians. If our brothers say so, we are saying so as Africans. We are going to close all the embassies of France in Africa. There will be a forgotten land. I'm telling you, we need to start respecting ourselves and knowing who we are, keeping our dignity. Whoever has harmed Africa over the past, we are cutting relations to the person. We are taking our dignity back as Africans. And it's you and I. We are the richest people in the world. Why? Because of human resource. We are the most populous in the world. A median age of 19 years means Africa is the richest in the world. One. The second being our natural resource. We are the richest in the world in terms of natural resource. So then when you think about a median age of 19 in Pan-African system, an ancient Kemetic system that was used in Al-Kabulan, I said the kingdom of Al-Kabulan is back and we are here. Now, this year, the theme of the year was Grace, Power, and Abundance. And you can go and look at my videos on YouTube. As far back as 31st December last year, the term was Grace, Power, and Abundance. And that is what we are seeing. The grace of our forefathers came upon us because we called on them and they listened. We called on Okonfanoche and he listened. We called on the Nelson Mandelas, the Robert Mugabes, the Patrice Lumumbas, the Thomas Sankaras to say something. And we are taking whatever belongs to Africa now. We are taking whatever belongs to Africa today. It starts today. Now, yesterday was the Lion Gate portal. Now, yesterday, in numerology, the 8 and the age. Now, 8, of course, you see how 8 is written? It is a feminine energy. And 8, the number 8 does not wonders. That is why Bruno Fernandes loves 8. The number 8, if you pick 8 as your number, you are going to be a content person in life. Because, come on, it goes and it comes. So yesterday, the Lion's Gate portal opened, and Bediako-Poku, I am a lion. I am a lion of Ghana. That there is a reason why lions are found in Africa. You think, come on, Nature has given us all. Nature knows that we, so far as there has been a black man in this world, so far as there has been earth in this world, this thing we call earth, a black person has lived on it. We have always been here. We are the originators of everything you see. Decolonize your mind. Decolonize your mind and you will know. Now, when they didn't want to accept the fact that we build the pyramids, they are bringing a new theology, a new way of thinking that aliens built the pyramids. Now, yesterday, yesterday's sign was directly on top of the pyramids. Ask any numerologist across the world. So you see, our forefathers knew what these people didn't know. That is why when they came, they accepted them into our homes. Now, even look at what we know they've done to our fathers. Still, we accept them into our homes. But yet, it is like to a white man or to Europeans, colonization is not something we defeated their forefathers and it ends there. They will bring different forms of ways to oppress and suppress the black race. And that is what we are ending now. That is what we are ending tomorrow. There is a video on TikTok where a child was asked between two pictures.
Who do you think this image is right here? Look at this image. Who do you think this is?
Who you think?
Jesus,
Who is this right here?
the devil.
Okay, so this is what the problem is in our community. From little we are taught that this white image of Christ is the true image. The young man said that the black image is the devil. And this is what the problem. We got a church right here on the corner.
He said, this is Jesus and this is the devil. Right? Those are his exact words. I'm asking y'all, which one resembles him? Which image? This one. So I want you to see the mindset. When we see images that look and resemble us, we see it as evil. But images that look like those conquistadors or those European slave owners, we say that's heavenly, that's godly, that's Jesus, when that's not biblical. So what he's showing you is Jesus the Christ, according to the Bible, looks like a black man.
A black child saw the white as Jesus and God and everything good and saw himself as devil. This is not about the race. This is about us respecting ourselves. We have given you too much energy. And because we've given you energy, that is why you can rule us and keep suppressing us. We are loving one another. We are here to co-create with the universe. Al-Kabulan is back. The kingdom of Al-Kabulan is back. Today I'm here preaching love. You've made such a loving person of late. I am so negative in a way because then I keep waiting I keep saying, we can change things in the cosmos. We as black people. Now last Monday on the show, I showed Africans how to tap into the power, the grace that I tap into. A source purer than gold. A source purer than whatever you've seen. Because in black is the beginning of creation. You see my hair? A white person can never have this hair. But then I can straighten my hair. This is us. We are the originate. We created. White people never existed until 50,000 years ago. We have always been on earth. So know your self-worth as a black man today. And know that when we unite, we are going to create Africa. We are going to create an Africa in my visions. The Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, my visions for Africa is a hunger-free Africa. Not by mouth, by working towards it, by building large scale. How can the most fertile continent in the world import food, the food they eat, from other people who have less fertile lands? It doesn't make sense. I am an enlightened being. The things I have learned, so many white people, if you want to know how ignorant somebody from United States is, speak to him. Then you know what, it's like, what were you educated at? They think they did everything. You see, I keep telling people, knowledge and ignorance is on the same thing. It is like hot and cold. The fact that you don't know that your brother is going through that system doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So sometimes when you see your brother complaining about something, think differently. Go and listen to his side of the story. And you can now make a judgment. But you can't sit in the United States, wherever you are, and make judgment for Africans. Going forward, we know our worth. The gods of this earth are coming back for whatever belongs to them. And it starts with you and I respecting each other. Africa is big. You can fit China and the United States and South America, and still there'll be land left. So if we have the biggest land with all the resources and we are building, we don't need to go to Europe to quarry all your rocks and put it on a ferry to Africa. No. Nothing gets destroyed in this world. You transmute it. Energy is transmuted. So going forward with sanitation like this, every household will have 5 dustbins. Now, one of these dustbins will be plastic. One of these, now as I said, even polythene itself, we are banning it in Africa. It is destroying our waters. When you go to the beaches, you see it. When you go to our rivers, you see it. How can we make something that destroys the beauty of the environment that will keep us safe? So going forward as Africans, these are the systems Pan-Africanism is going to break. Now, we won't vote again. We will have a parliament in Pan-Africanism, of course, but this time around, you won't go to a parliament under a party flag. You will go to the parliament by your deeds, what you did in the society, what you've done around. So people can no longer hide behind NDC and be in power. Nobody can hide behind MPP and be in power. We will have a parliament. We will have our own court systems. We will have our own recreational or whatever facilities. But of course, in Pan-Africanism, an eye is for an eye. If you kill somebody in Pan-Africanism, you will be killed in return. Let me say it once again. Because we are all here to co-create with the universe. And if you kill somebody in Pan-African system. Now recently, Ghana passed a bill that is removing the death penalty from our systems. And I'm like, this is another system by the white man so that Africans kill themselves. Because just when people have started shooting their girlfriends, a policeman shot his girlfriend, and now that these cases are popping up, is this the time to remove the death penalty or to enforce it? So as soon as it was passed, I knew it. Me, Obonkumenkuma and Anochi Bediako-Poku, I've been telling Africans and Ghanaians, my consciousness is above every white man. I have the keys and portals to King Solomon's world. I have the keys and portals to Mansa Musa's world. What they know, I know. So you, a white man who was born, who was created 50,000 years ago, you can't come to Obonkumenkuma and Anochi and come and give me stupid systems because I can see above it. Share this video, let it get to your brothers and sisters. Viva Africa. This is what is. We are Africans born in Ghana. We are Africans born in Burkina Faso. We are Africans born in Morocco. We are Africans born in South Africa. Now, even some of the names, we are going to change them. Africa, the name Africa, we are going to change it. Should we call it Alka-Bulon? Let us go back. Let us go back. Let us go back to when we were kings and queens. Let us go back to when we were ruling in grace, power, and abundance. Let us go back where there were no thieves in Africa. They know it. We had the systems because everybody was eating. We have the biggest land in the world, land size. We have the vibrant median age of 19. We are going to build Africa and this time around, we should take pictures and videos, my brothers. When you are being sent to do something, even if you are in the factory, once you are working TikTok, Do you understand? Like how I'm doing. Then you are working. Then you are TikToking small. It is fun, right? So that I said we should record everything we do going forward for our children. So that when we are dead and gone, this same colonialist, that will be neo-colonialist, won't come and tell our children, hey, whatever you did here, because of Jesus, that we know it. We know the first slave ship that came to Africa was called Jesus the Dubeck or Lubeck or whatever. Google it. The first slave ship that came to Africa. What was the name? It is in their history. We learned it from them. So when we come and we tell our fellow Africans that whatever you think it is, we knew God before they told us to believe in God, because we are the gods. We knew how, when I said yesterday, go and ask any spiritual person. 8 August 2023, the stars aligned perfectly with the pyramids. Do you know this knowledge? Now I keep telling you, it is the lens at which you are living on this earth. That is the reason why a man and a woman will go into a mall. And trust me, what a man will see in the mall, the woman won't see. What a woman will see in the mall, the man won't see. Because do you know why? For a woman, for a wife, when she gets into the mall, she's looking for groceries, things for the children. Do you understand? She will pass by a tool, a very important tool, without even knowing the use of it. But for a man, you may be going there, okay, I need one tie. Oh, I need a hammer. Do you understand? I need a screwdriver. So if you don't change the lens at how you see this world, you are heading for doom yourself. We are the creators of our reality. They say, watch your thoughts. It becomes your words. Then your words become your action. So what you are thinking about, your dominant thought is the reason why you are in the situation you are in currently. So change how you think, my brothers and sisters. That is the Christ we are talking about. That is the third eye that will open. And before you realize, your consciousness is growing. Now, I said on Monday, I showed you guys how you can get whatever I know as Africans, the youth of Africa. As I said, I tried simplifying it as possible. But this is what came out, and I want to give it to you. I want you to be able to speak, and things will happen in your life. So, because I want, if 1.5 billion people in Africa speak on France, I said it's just 77 years. The Eiffel Tower won't have an observer. We will stop giving them our energy. Everything you see in this world is energy. Don't you know that? Everything you see, even the things you think it is solid, is not solid. Be like water as a human. When Bruce Lee said it, when I first read it, I was like, what does he mean? But now that I grew in spirituality, I now understand. When they say be like water, it means you can take any form. You are not bound to this flesh. You will grow to an extent that now you manipulate things. You will create things in your mind and you manipulate it, and it will manifest in your eyes, because this is illusion. It is just the 3D version. When you close your eyes, there is still a world. There is still a world. There are pitches of dogs that humans can't hear, but dogs hear it. How can't we hear it? You are not just tuned into that frequency. That is how the radio works, right? So when I talk about trying to tap in what I know, as I said, it could have been 777 times 777 times 777 before you could know what I know. But then I had to plead with our ancestors. So I told you, in the next 30 days, start from the day you were born. You yourself were born. So if you were born on Tuesday, mark a calendar, right? Make sure you also get, let's say, a bead that has 30 round things on it, so that you don't miss one, okay? So in the next 30 days, what I want the youth of Africa to do is call my name. On the first day, call it 30 times. On the last day, call it 30 times. But in between the 30 days, you should have called it 777. So 777. If you call it 777 times during these 30 days, I am astral projecting whatever I know, whatever I've been taught by my forefathers, by my ancestors, by my mothers that have passed and gone, by whatever I've learned in school. Everything I've learned, I've put it on a frequency. I want every African to match that frequency. And now when you close your eyes, everything I know, you will know it automatically. And then when I speak, everybody will understand, right? Because they will know what I know. And when we are building Africa, this is how our forefathers worshipped. This is the purest form of worship. I said, we are the gods. They took all this and used it in technology. Our spirituality is what is technology. It's the same thing. Even witchcraft, what they call witchcraft, that is what, those are the Wi-Fi's, and that is how our forefathers used to communicate amongst themselves on a frequency. But their pineal glands are always calcified. Some white people automatically don't develop it. So I understand why in a world of abundance, they keep oppressing us, and we are waiting for them to snap out of it. But it's like they will never snap out of it. So now, we as Africans, if you touch one person in Africa, you've touched all of us. We are more than you. And I said this time around, even this war won't be a war of throne, because this is an illusion. We will change it from the source. We will go into the cosmos, write your name in a Kemetic language, burn it, throw it into the universe, and Europe will cease to be a continent. I swear it will. We will use our gun, God, the universe, and nature. I live in this world on earth, but then I know this is an illusion. I know I am bigger than the flesh. Bediako-Poku. His story will be written in African folklore. I know that for a fact. It's like I am watching movie. I am back and I'm relaxing and I'm looking at what will happen. But it can be written in two ways. In love, peaceful handling. Give everything that belongs to Africa back. Our gods, our icons, all the things that represent us that you took and they are in your museums. If I come right now and I go into where Queen Elizabeth was buried, and I excavate Queen Elizabeth and I bring her to Africa, will you be happy as a British citizen? Why do you think it is okay to come and open Tutankhamun's tomb and take things from there and put it in your museums, and you don't want us to talk about it? And you call yourself, that is morality to you. These are your values. Your values are stupid. Everything that you bring to us is poisonous and contaminated. You teach our children to hate their skin right from childhood. You force us. You literally cane our languages out of us. You put puppets on us and tell we the youth to be suppressed by these puppets. No. This time around, we are coming for whatever belongs to Africa. And no human in this world. I mean no human. No human. Because if you don't know, we want to do it peacefully. We want to teach you that when we are in power, we will handle things differently. Upon what we know about what your forefathers did to our forefathers, you guys are still alive. And we actually embrace you. White people that come to Africa, how do we embrace you when you come here? Is that the same way you do to us when we get there? Ask yourselves. You are ignorant about Africa. And somebody was like, if you are coming to Africa, make sure you bring 2 toothbrushes. I like, why? He said, because if you miss one toothbrush, you won't get one to buy. Look at what they tell the people in diaspora. Look at the information they give to them. And then, I don't know, I've been saying this for quite some time now. And maybe I'm asking my African brothers. Because so far, I'm a Ghanaian, right? And I've not seen an African that doesn't know how to farm, even if he is poor. Because when you go to the rural areas, even if they don't know what, as for the food they will eat there. And because I don't know where they get those pictures and portray Africa to the world like that. Meanwhile, you are here destroying our land. Look at our rivers. Look at River Pra, River Tano. In Ghana, it is visible to see. But stupid people, ignorant people who live somewhere else will be saying things about Africa as if they live here. If you don't live in Africa as a black man, you have no right to speak about Africa. Let we speak for ourselves. You don't know anything than us. What you think you know. As a matter of fact, we watch the United States sometimes and we look at what you are doing there. We look at the killings. I watch it on Discovery ID all the time. You kill people for fun. To you, killing is a hobby. That is why you spend over $1 trillion making wars every year, when the United States budget is $3 billion. So how can, you see, so now you understand. All of those people are in charge. Those in charge, what is their race? They are barbaric. They are barbaric in nature. The world doesn't need barbaric people in charge of war affairs. I said one day I will be a UN Secretary General, and I want in my reign, I will teach white people that it is okay and everybody can live abundantly. We need to think. Just think. We have the land. The land will give us everything. Come on. Where is the consciousness of the white man? And you have the guards in 2023, when Africans are living in our grace, power, and abundance, to come to Africa in 2023. And when Niger said you, I said, GES, I'm sending, I don't know who is the minister of Ghana. Make sure you stop teaching our children French in schools. Ghanaian schools, stop teaching French in schools. If our brothers in Niger have sacked them, they have a reason. If they touch them, they have touched us. Africa is one country. We will stop teaching, and France embassy in Ghana, we are going to close it. So our brothers in Africa, I said we are about to build Africa like it has never been built before. We will close our borders very, very soon. I'm telling the Navy in Africa to make sure no natural resource leaves Africa from today, 9th August 2023. We, the youth of Africa, I said we've gone back to I've forgotten the name. The name Africa used to be called before they called us Africa. There are certain names we will change. We will ask the people of Nigeria if they still want to be called Nigeria, because the name Nigeria is of Obini slave queen. Somebody's slave queen named it. No, the youth of Nigeria should give their name, maybe a local name. That is the revolution that is coming in Africa. I said a day at a time. Africa's unity will bring grace, power, and abundance. Tap into what I know. Tap into me. Tap into the ordained crown prince of Ghana. And if you know what I know, by tomorrow, the things will happen before Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's birthday. I am prophesying to my forefathers. Come on, guys, share this video. Let us share this video so much that we'll be tired. Before Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's birthday, 21st September, Africa should be united. And we will take 1 week, we will feast. We want to kill 777 cows across Africa. Davido, Burna Boy, play music on the road, everywhere you go. And after that 1 week, we will start working. That 1 week, we will remember our forefathers. We will thank them for what they've brought. We will thank them that although they killed our fertility, although they put synthetic molecules in our foods to kill us, although they introduced cassava into our diet, which contains cyanide, to kill our race, we kept rising. Because you can't defeat nature. You can't defeat a God. I said this time around, we are basking in our godly element. We are in the cosmos. You are thinking about Earth. I said nature will clean itself of its recessive gene. We will cause the ocean to rise. I said Oh, come on, man. If you like, throw a stone. Now, my brothers in ECOWAS, those of you that are the soldiers that are going to Niger, you are going there to support your brothers. Tinubu or whatever he's called. Your age, you can't decide for the majority of Africans. No, we will not allow that going forward in Africa. As the youth, we will make the decisions and we will consult you, our fathers. We give respect to you. We respect you guys so much. We are telling you, you sent us to the schools in the United States. We are telling you, we know what is better now. You didn't listen to your fathers. That is why your actions is the reason why Africa is still like this. But we are going to listen to our fathers. We are going to listen to what Osadifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said. As a matter of fact, we are going to read whatever he wrote down over and over and over again to our children. So that, because he knew if we had listened then, we would have been in a better Africa. The unity of Africa is upon us. Forever, man. Forever. Viva Africa. I have Africa here, man. I love Africa. I love Africa so much, eh? I love Africa. The continent. That is why I say I want to marry so many women in Africa. Me, I've said it too. So if you see somebody and they say, oh, I am the Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana's wife, it's me. And I've said it. Because when I look at women from Zimbabwe, right? And I look at women from Ethiopia, Ghanaian women, Nigerian women, Gambian women. Hey, everybody. And I'm like, really? I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm saying it now. So that when you hear, when somebody come and tell you that, hey, you see Ordained Crown Prince of Ghana and you don't know 1,000. Remember, I took everything from King Solomon. And I want to emulate the man in Africa, man. I want everything. I am here. I didn't come to live a mediocre life. One hour baby, and I will say, "Ope Obaba for the rest of your life as my wife." I take it. That doesn't mean I am unique. My fingerprint is not the same. Look at my palm. I have small palms. Look at it. Look at it. You see? Look at my hand. Small hand. Let me tell you something. I don't eat contomere. Do you know why? If I eat contomere, my tank, all my mouth will be itching. And so many people have said, oh no, it's because of where you did it. If I do mine for you, it will be different when I eat. I've tried so many times, I've given up. So I know I am allergic to it, right? Maybe you may eat contomere. It's been a while since I ate fruits like banana. But maybe you eat banana every day. So what you like, I may not like. So let us quit judging. We are here on a unique journey. Live our lives. If you're a woman and you want to marry 5 in Pan-Africanism, if the men accept to marry you, why not? This is me. What is important is not what you do with your penis. It doesn't me and family who. What? As a matter of fact, I don't want you to inquest on what I do with mine, right? So I don't want to think about what you do with yours. But what I think about is you and I, our energies. How can we create systems that will make sure we don't starve to death? That will make sure we'll be happy all the time. And that is what Africa needs. Simple and short. Charlie, let me play redemption song and let me end the show, my bre. Oh, let me read a few messages. Oh, Obiano Anaido, I hope I mentioned. He said, it's all about to start. Thank you, my brother. Laska GA says, we are tired of the West. Yes, those Western puppets, Tinubu and whatever, President Akufo. President Akufo is not a Western puppet because I know the man from Kumi Preku. And I am holding him in that high esteem. So he will never, no, he won't send ECOWAS. If ECOWAS is going there, they are going there to stand with their brothers. I said France embassy needs to leave Ghana today.